ついてないな。 悪く思うな。
3, 2, 1, go! Game! Comet win!
Piece of cake!
Choose your fighter! one, go! Game! Mii Swordfighter wins! Choose your fighter! Banjo and Kazooie! Choose your fighter! Banjo and Kazooie!
Hello everybody, and welcome to Post University versus Assumption University, Week 1 of ECAC. It's good to be back. I'm Frisco. Happy to get back into the season, and we've got a brand new look and all setup, as you can see right down over here. And now, I am right over here. Look at me. Look at me in my new fancy boxes. It took me a while to actually figure out how to, like, crop my camera for this specific thing. I know, silly. The Alt key exists. I found it eventually. I hope everyone's having a good night so far. I'm really excited to be back. Really happy to see one new face coming into this season out of Wildfire. Really excited to see how that goes with them. But yeah, another season of Smash. Always really good to be down. And as per usual, we've got our stage list. And now, DLC. I am a stage now. I am a counter pick. But as with every season, how the stage pick works is the first match of each round. And so one round consists of many matches, I say. The first round, the first match of each round needs to start on a starter stage. So right now, both teams are doing picks. So they're doing bans and picks. So whatever team is considered quote-unquote home team gets to ban one stage. And then the opposing team gets to ban 2 stages. And of the remaining, the home team gets to pick what stage is on. So for example, in this first area, up top in this first row, I can't point at the screen because my mouse doesn't follow. It'd be cool if it did. I could, in theory, ban Battlefield. Then the other team would ban 2 stages that they're picking, so let's say Pokemon Stadium 2 and Small Battlefield. And that would leave behind Town and City and Smashville as the remaining 2. And of those 2, I get to pick what stage we play on. So in that case, maybe I'd want to pick Town and City. I actually really like Town and City. It's a really good map. But as per these rules, an entire match consists of 12 stocks. Yes, 12 stocks. So that is 3 stocks per player. Each team gets 4 players. Essentially, keep taking stocks off your opponent until there's none left, until you get through all of your opponent's stocks. And the first team to deplete the other team's stocks wins a round. And we do that again until it's best 2 out of 3. Nothing new per season, but figured go over the rules. Week 1. These are crew battles in the sense of Smash. Crew battles are pretty sweet, if I do say so myself. And coming in first for Post University, we've got Box coming in on Sonic. Now, Sonic is a character, very strong character in this game, where Sonic tends to really want to wait out the opponent in how they really want to approach. Sonic doesn't approach a ton in this game. He can play aggressive, but if he can play just as good being passive, then why not? This game kind of rewards passiveness a lot of the times. Not fully, but sometimes. So Sonic tends to want to punish the opponent's approach. And right now, this is a lag test. So right now, they're just testing each other's lag right now, making sure that there isn't, like, that these are sufficient conditions to play in, and that it's, you know, not lagging behind for anybody. So it looks like Box is going to be going up against Ariana for their first player. We're going to find out who Ariana plays in just a moment, I guess. Now, Sonic as a character, can pretty much play against the grand majority of the cast really well. Honestly, the entire cast, really. It's just the way he plays is very... Oh, actually, never mind. We're going... Lustrous is going first for them. Okay. And so we'll see what they play. Maybe she plays Captain Falcon. That'd be very interesting. I actually feel like we don't get to see many Falcons anymore. It's interesting. Falcon is like a very popular character. He's a very hype character. But I do think over time, people have kind of fallen off on him a bit. Just a little bit. Just because of this game's old. This game is, I think, 7 years old at this point. But Falcon does the one thing very well. He's very quick, very fast, and very combo heavy. He has the same kind of general combo kind of flow that he wants to go with. He's very good at poking and then getting extensions off of those pokes whenever he can. And whether that is how somebody really wants to play in this game, it's probably over time been a little less popular, though Steve as a character is indeed very popular, and Steve has his own methods of keeping your opponent out with stage manipulation. But I really like Falcon. I really want people to play Falcon more in general. It's just, I don't care how many times I see that same combo. It's always hype. But instead, we're actually going to be getting Corrin. Over time in the lifespan of this game, Corrin was considered, at the very early part of this game, a very subpar character. But over time, Corrin has really proven themselves to be a strong character and just one kill potential in general. Like, you know, being able to get the 3-hit combo into a kill of some kind and getting good punishes. Not the fastest character ever, but still very mobile and has very big swings to go with. Very good fake outs. Makes the character very, very strong. A very strong recovery, very strong up B. Now, against Sonic generally would probably, against a character like Corrin, just want to wait it out and stay outside of Corrin's burst range. Big swings with the sword keeps up a really big burst range, so generally Sonic wants to keep a good amount of distance and then punish accordingly once Corrin is overcommitted. But this is putting, right now, Box at 72%. Going for the high recovery with the air dodge. 61% on Lustrous. Dash attack and a... Ooh, Lustrous did a high recovery with that jump. In this game, jumping off the side to return back to stage can be punished very easily. That'd be a very opportune moment for Box to do like a back air to catch the jump and get an early kill, because Sonic's back air is super strong. Let's see if Box catches on to that jump as a recovery. And Box actually jumps in kind, able to go right through the neutral B with the dash, with the spin dash. Oh no, homing attack. Homing attack when you miss your opponent is very tough because it can throw you right off stage in very precarious situations. You gotta be very careful when you attempt to send out homing attack. Though F Smash is gonna send Lustrous right off the left side, gonna put Post right into... Oh, I gotta make my screen bigger. Right into the lead. Putting Post at 12 stocks versus 11. Oh, but actually when I wasn't looking... Sorry, Box actually lost the stock as well. Oh, we take those early stocks. Again, this game is a game of stocks. Sure, you have a percentage, but it doesn't matter how much percentage you stack up on your opponent. If you can't kill them, it doesn't really matter. And the opposite is true, too. It doesn't matter how low percent you have. If you die early, oh, that's all the worse for it. So Post ahead by 1 stock, and with a percentage lead, lapping out the core Lustrous right now. Very, very precarious situation for Assumption right now. Dash attack, gonna get the pop-up, gonna be jumping out of disadvantage. You gotta be very careful jumping out of disadvantage in this game. You're gonna get punished even further. One of the worst things you can do when you get hit is jump right away, because you're losing you're essentially sacrificing a resource. Sometimes it's better to actually press the attack button instead. It's not a great option either, but it's better than jumping sometimes. F smash to get the landing. Jumping out of disadvantage again, gonna catch that jump with the up air. Ooh, off stage. Pin is going to send Sonic onto the right-hand side. Box is be very careful recovering, going for a slightly lower recovery with spin dash. And gonna get killed right off the side with Pin. Again, this game rewards low recoveries in general. It's usually best to recover low. It's the safest area for most characters. Granted, there's always exceptions, but most times you just want to take your time and recover low and don't waste your jump. And jumping off the side. Catching the landing again. Even stocks, but Corrin at 112. Ooh, getting the counter, catching the spin dash. Ooh, dash attack. One good F smash is really going to do it. There it goes! F smash cross stage, putting Post in the lead. Post with 10 stocks, and Assumption down to 9. Really good stuff coming out of Box. Catching a lot of landings with F smash and dash attack in that match. This game is all very much about this game is very much about patience in a lot of ways. Sure, there's a lot of characters where you can generally press buttons, and I like to call this, you know, actions per second. How many actions per second can you throw out, essentially? And I play a character that benefits a lot from actions per second, which is Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie, the way their character design kind of goes, you tend to get rewarded for just throwing out actions a lot of times. Throw pop grenade, pop egg, jump, back air. But the problem is that can only get you so far. It can get you far if you know how to properly press those buttons quick enough, but it can only get you so far. In the end, this game really does boil down to patience and trying to understand what your opponent does when they get hit. That's the biggest thing. And whether you have the tools available to your character in order to get the punish off of that. So, for example, we might see the Corrin player, Lustrous, use up tilt to pop Sonic into the air. Box. What does Box do after that? So Sonic is, look at the camera, Sonic is above. Corrin, does he use a jump? If Box uses a jump in that situation, that's a resource burned. So then, once, you know, we're still waiting for Sonic to hit the ground, and so Lustrous either has to wait for an air dodge at that point for the landing, an attack, or just a straight drop to the ground. Versus before, if they, you know, kept the jump, they would have a fourth option to work with to stall the landing. So, based off what resources your opponent has at a certain point in time, you can generally read what they're going to do in the safest area. Most of the time, people will air dodge, and then you can wait for them to hit the ground, and you can punish that. It's really about watching your opponent, how they react in the state what we call disadvantage. When you get hit, you are in what we call the disadvantage stage. So you're at a disadvantage, and your opponent has advantage stage. So they're able to work off of your disadvantage to potentially punish you more. It's a rock, paper, scissors in that regard. There's neutral setting, where both players are on equal footing, and the moment one player gets hit, that puts them in disadvantage. You constantly need to be worried about what kind of resources that you have available to you. You want to keep your jump for as long as possible. You always want to keep your jump as an option to work with. That's why recovering low is so strong too, because it gives you the potential of not wasting your jump. Now, since Box ended that match with one stock, we got to go back to the stage list. So now that we're beyond the first match of the round, we're going to match 2. So now all the stages are on the list. And so home team, whatever, so in this case Box 1, Box gets to ban, I think in this case 3 stages. Actually, I got to double check with John on that. I'm pretty sure it's 3 stages still. So they get to ban 3 stages, and of the remaining stages, the opponent can pick one of them to play on. So as for Sonic, Sonic tends to really benefit from larger stages since he can keep away. Though he does totally fine on things like Smashville as well, because Smashville has the potential with that middle platform to be an escape route for Sonic as well. That middle platform tends to be very strong. As Sonic, you might want to consider banning Smashville, you might want to consider banning Hollow Bastion, you might want to consider banning Final Destination, for example. Those 3 stages, I imagine, are going to be stages in which Sonic tends to, I would say, get taken advantage of in some cases. It's really going to be character dependent, but of that, then the opponent might pick a stage such as maybe something like Small Battlefield or Town and City. These are maps that Sonic can take advantage of. I'd probably pick Town and City because then there's a flat surface, and that gives like 50% of the time, and that gives Sonic less areas to kind of navigate. He's kind of committed to a ground game at that point, and then you have a few more potential areas to intercept Sonic. But again, this really depends on what the opposing team is going to send in. So we banned both battlefields. So in this case, Box banned Battlefield, Small Battlefield, and Smashville. So that leaves up open all the other stages. And Board Key is going to be the next player, and they picked Smashville. How did they pick Smashville? Oh, okay, no. So Box banned both Battlefields and Hollow Bastion, and they picked Smashville, which makes sense. I would, ooh. Very cool. We're getting a Roy player, which I actually think Roy can compete with Sonic because Roy has a lot of speed. Yeah, and now Box does have to SD twice because Box was left with one stock at the end of the last match. So now we got a taunt. Yeah, go with it. Up air juggles. Ooh, missing the homing attack. And again, when you do homing attack off stage, you got to be very careful because you have to waste another resource in order to recover. Side B, got to prevent the spin dash coming out. The back hit of spin dash going to pop Roy off the side. Ooh, side B going to pop again. Up air, going to catch the jump. Ooh, missing the tech on the floor. Ooh, jumping at disadvantage. That catching landings from jumps like that is so key in this game. Once you land, you are committed to a certain amount of animation time for the landing animation. That we call that landing lag. And so it makes it a really good time to actually hit your opponents when they're landing. F smash. Side B, gonna send Sonic off. Early jump. Oh, up B out of shield, gonna get the back hit. Oh, gonna catch that landing on the platform. Not able to do it with the up smash. Dash Shark gonna pop up Roy. Can Box get this stock to keep the lead going? Ooh, lots of jumps right now. Keep going over Roy. Shield poke, not going to be able to do it. Ooh, the armor on the up B is going to go right through that dash attack. Well, right now, I think it does seem like Box is panicking a little bit. Box is really wants to take the stock right now. But in situations like this, you still want to be patient because then if you're still running around, things like that are going to happen where you land into Roy's side B, and now the stocks are going to be evened up. So usually you have to be patient. You got to figure out ways to really deal with your opponent. Now, at higher percents such as that, your opponent really wants to stay in shield for a lot of time. So whenever you do approach, they tend to either throw out an attack, but most of the time they're going to stay in shield. And that's the perfect opportunity to get a grab, because we saw a lot of situations in that match where Box was doing dash attacks, smash attacks, and a lot of it was Roy in shield. Oh, a lot of it was Roy in shield. So instead of attacking, which sure, you want to get the attack so you get the kill, right? But instead, go for a grab. Sonic does have a kill throw with back throw, and you may not get back that. But if you grab them, you can pummel, deal a bit more damage, throw them off stage, and put it into a situation where they can't shield. When they're in the air, they can't shield, but they can air dodge. But that is a situation that is much more beneficial to you than, getting a whiff on their shield. If you know they're shielding a lot, go for the grab. Because if they're shielding a lot, you might not get that smash attack. You probably aren't going to get that smash attack. But if you start grabbing them, you're getting them into a situation where they're like, oh no, I got punished for shielding. What am I going to do? That's the rock, paper, scissors of this game. So even if they're at high percent, sometimes if they're on the ground, it's just best to go for a grab. Really just best. Now again, going into this, we have both starters and counter picks available to us right now. Against a character like Roy. Roy does, Roy has the ability to up B and go to high platforms in order to escape. But Roy is a very close quarters character. Very fast, but really likes to be in other players' face. If you're a character that can benefit from keeping distance, you might want to tend to a bigger stage. Let's see where we're going with this. Next in the list is going to be Applesauce, which is Sora. And Sora is a kind of a mobile character, but mobile in a very different and floaty way. And very light. Might have a difficult time against Roy, especially keeping distance from Roy, unless they're in the air. The character like Sora, ooh, that's just interesting. You might want to consider something like Kalos Pokemon League that has a flat stage but has those 2 top platforms to keep you distance and allows you to work with your projectiles a little bit more. You might want a stage such as probably Pokemon Stadium 2. Pokemon Stadium 2 is a lot of players' go-to stage, but it is one of the biggest stages in the game. I think it's actually, out of all of these stages, the widest. Well, Kalos might be a little wider, but Pokemon Stadium 2 is a massive stage. I think people should ban Pokemon Stadium 2 more often. But I actually think that might work well for Sora in a lot of ways. It's a very big stage, very flat, considerably, except there's little platforms to escape to. Gives Sora a little bit of place to use projectiles underneath a platform and then jump around. I think Pokemon Stadium 2 would work really well for Sora. These smaller stages, such as Smashville and Hollow Bastion, I don't know how I feel about that against Roy. I feel like Roy would very much like to be on those big old platforms right there. But we will see. Applesauce is coming next. And so we are going to get the lowdown on this. As Sora, you do want to try and find ways to really kind of slam on Roy's shield safely. And Sora has some potential to do that with cross-ups. He's really big into cross-ups with his dash attack and whatnot. The projectiles are going to be the big thing. Can Sora use Firaga to his benefit? Faraga's going to be very strong in this matchup. I always like doing a slight short hop rising Firaga on people, and then using Sora's floatiness kind of back away or move towards the opponent, depending on what I'm trying to do. But you can be very tricky with how Sora really kind of floats around. Also, if you can time it well, Sora's side B can really, slide safely on shield, but you have to be very careful because Roy is still a fast character. He can punish you if you do that move unsafely. Sora's side B is very strong, but can be punished still. And it's right now even 9-9 between posts. Okay. In this case, the Roy player, Board Key, banned Kalos, Town, and Hollow Bastion. And we picked Battlefield. With Battlefield, I think this is a good pick. I think Battlefield's a good pick. Gives a lot of upwards momentum for Sora to work with. Able to hide underneath platforms. Though the one thing I will say, it benefits Roy a bit more in the stage is that top platform. He can upbeat to that platform for an escape route, I believe, if he needs to. Sora, I think it's a little bit more difficult to get up there with just like a single upbeat, considering how floaty that move is. Versus Roy's is very quick. These upbeats are doing so much work right now for catching these landings. And smacking on shield so strong with Sora's fairs and nairs. Sora's got like a bayonetic quality to him with a lot of his attacks, where he can kind of cancel his momentum into combos using just general swings. Firaga really punishing these jumps. And notice how he burned his jump early to get back on stage. That's where stuff like that is really beneficial. The Firaga caught him during the jump, and he had no more resources to recover with. And you just generally don't want to jump onto stage. You want to recover low. Go to ledge. Ledge is the safest spot to be in this game. Putting an early stock for Applesauce right now. Jumping up high. Now, Sora's double jump is super high in this game. Able to really cover a lot of distance. Back air with that move is also very strong. Side B doing so much work right now. 84% Thunder, not able to get the hit, but gonna get punished the landing with fair. Ooh, and the back hit of up air is enough to kill. That was a relatively early kill, I'm pretty sure. And only 32% on applesauce. Sora's doing a lot of work for applesauce right now. Side B, high recovery again. Trying to catch it with the up air, not able to get the hit. Ooh. Going for a fair. Avoiding the side B altogether. Trying to catch the landings with Firaga. Gonna get punished though with side B. You can't just spam Firaga right on somebody's shield like that. Side B, Sora. Just going for the high recovery again. I will say a lot of these high recoveries can get punished. Once somebody starts punishing these, it's going to be all over. Like in that situation, applesauce could have intercepted Roy's jump right there, but instead decided to drop through platform. When they jump, just swing. Just do like a fair or a back air or something to hit them out of the sky, because then they're forced to recover again. He steps lower. Up air. 139 off the side. Still 3 stocks on applesauce right now, putting in so much work. Side B, want to pop them up. Roy jumped, able to air dodge through the Thundaga. Jumping again. All he was an air dodge, and ooh, that could have been punished with an up smash. But I actually do like the Blizzaga attempt, though. It was very strong. Cross up on that shield. Ooh, Firaga. Expecting them to roll in and trying to hit them with the up B. 172 on Roy right now. Side B not quite enough to get the kill. Being very slippery right now. Dash attack would do it. Fair, not quite enough. 192. 96 on applesauce right now. Yeah, that move takes a lot to kill. Oh, jump got burned. Oh my god. This is so funny. Resources keep getting burned. You gotta stop the Firaga. There we go. 139. All of the whatchamacalls, it's all of the rage though. Right now Roy has so much rage build up at 160 being the max. There we go, finally. And that was an instant kill. That was such a high percent. But that's going to be the 3 stock right there. Jeez, putting Post at 9 still. Yeah, Post is at 9 and Assumption all the way down to 6. Oop. Wow. Applesauce already for their first game of the season for ECAC is a 3 stock. That's awesome. That's awesome to see. So, the stage list, our ever wonderful stage list. Sora, again, very versatile character, can go, pretty far. I do think Sora probably benefits from a smaller stage, though. If a player is familiar with Sora's nair into up smash combos, I feel like having a middle platform, having a flat stage would probably work a little better for those combos, but having a stage like Hollow Bastion and Smashville gives you the potential to shark for a lot of up smashes. And up smash on Sora is so strong. That move is incredibly strong. I wish Banjo had an up smash like that. So even stages like Hollow Bastion and Smashville, Sora can do well on. But it really, again, it really depends on the character Sora's playing against. Sora is so floaty that having a more distant stage can work well for Sora, just because of the nature of his projectiles and keeping distance from people, Faraga, and things of that sort. It's really dependent on who you think you are going to be fighting against. I probably wouldn't do... like, Sora can definitely benefit from a flat stage. I just don't know if I would personally take Sora to a flat stage when there's so many characters, you know, that can potentially take advantage of Sora on that flat stage, though. I feel like Sora does like having some form of a platform every so often. Just being able to shark out up smashes, or being able to escape to a route up there, or being able to use projectiles from said platform. Especially Thundaga. Thundaga is, when you're doing Thundaga on a platform, those Thunderbolts hit, you know, they have more of an area of effect. They go below the platform. So it tends to be a little better if you do it on a platform versus on solid ground. Literally more area for the attack to work with. So in our case, we banned, so Applesauce banned Kalos, Final Destination, and Town and City. So kind of agreeing a bit with what I was saying. Final Destination, you kind of take a risk a little bit on what kind of character you're going to be fighting against on that. I feel like Sora can benefit from a flat stage, but you don't know if the other player is going to be sending out a character that benefits even more than you. And I think Sora, the benefits for Sora aren't the greatest there. Town and City, of that same vein as Final Destination, very flat stage, about 50% of the time. It's usually when Final Destination is not on the table, most people will pick Town and City instead. And then finally, Kalos. Kalos Pokemon League is another very flat stage. The only difference being those two platforms on the sides. It gives some room to work with. And I think Sora can actually work decently well on Kalos. But it seems like is that Applesauce just doesn't even want to risk that. Doesn't even want to risk having any flat stages on here, which is going to leave us Battlefield, Pokemon Stadium 2, Smashville, Small Battlefield, and Hollow Bastion. Again, so we'll see what the opponent picks for this. Probably out of all of these stages, the most, I don't know, Sora does well in all of these stages, but probably the only other stage that is like generally like you could probably reason Pokemon Stadium 2 is very wide too. Might work against Sora a little bit, but no, I think those platforms are perfect for Sora too. Sometimes having a platform works really well for him to kind of get around. So we'll see what the other team picks in response to Sora. Again, Post is 3 stocks in the lead right now. Looking really good. Maybe Applesauce can do it again. Maybe Applesauce can get the other team down to 3 stocks to Post's 9. We will see. Ooh! We're going for the Square Enix matchup. Sora versus Cloud. I feel like Cloud can do very well against Sora. Cloud just has, when it comes to the overall move set, the actual swings, Cloud is going to have a stronger move set than Sora in many ways. Just a lot quicker, a lot more oppressive in some ways. And when I say that, I'm primarily saying back air. Back air is such a beast on Cloud. He's essentially the back air machine. And I feel like he can kind of swing through a lot of Sora's just, you know, little tiny swings. But the problem is Cloud has a much weaker recovery than Sora in a good chunk of ways. I feel like Sora can take advantage of that. So it really depends. If once Cloud is in disadvantage, Sora can really capitalize on that. But when it comes to the on-stage game, Cloud is going to be the one that benefits the most off of it. Especially, it doesn't help that Sora is very light. So a lot of Cloud's tools are going to hit even that much harder and kill that much earlier on Sora. This Cloud really likes the high recoveries. There's a jump here. These are all things you can punish when Cloud jumps. That jump is not good for Cloud. And I really do think applesauce is going to get one of those punishes coming in. Ooh, almost getting the kill at the top on 160. Down air is going to solidify the kill. 103% on Sora right now. This is a really good percent for Cloud to start killing at, though. Still maintaining now a 4-stock lead. But applesauce is going to have to really start being wary at what moves they allow to get Cloud to hit them with. Ooh, good job waiting for the roll in, getting the Blizzaga going. Nah, you gotta let it go after that roll in. You gotta like get out of there. When it comes to Firaga, you cannot do that on somebody's shield. It's way too risky. They're gonna do neutral B. Oh, trying to go for a finishing touch. Interesting. Finishing touch is really a move that you want to start going for at 50-60%. Ooh, but that final hit is going of the smash before its F smash is going to get the kill finally. 78% though. 50, pretty big damage difference right now. Looking really good for applesauce. Just gotta play a bit patient, get a bit more damage on Cloud, and you're good to go. Ooh, big hit onto that F smash. Now at 50%. Ooh, wasting limit though by accidentally using finishing touch. Side B. Trying to catch the landing with a neutral B, but going to air dodge through and get punished with an F smash. Percents are looking really even now. Gotta be very careful what you get hit with. Ooh, catching the jump with the up air. I love doing that too. Up air is so good at catching jumps from platforms. People really love to jump off platforms, so sometimes you have to mix up how you escape a platform. And no! The accidental side B on the cross-up on shield. You gotta be very careful where you use that side B, because that can get so punished. S. Fairs. Ooh, good in air. Getting the cross-up. Catch a jump. One thing about Blizzaga, you can try and catch their jump when they shake out of Blizzaga and get further punishments going. Ooh, Thundaga! Not enough to kill, but very close though. Oh, one thing about Firaga, you can actually dash attack if you connect with Firaga. I actually doing like Firaga into dash attack. Ooh, applesauce should start doing that. Yeah, Thundaga going to get the kill going. Ooh, dropping shield a little too early for the F smash. Fair. Oh, that could have been an up B out of shield to get the punish going. Good punishing on that F smash. Ooh, I really like the fair to catch that jump out of Firaga. Dash attack, gonna get the pop-up though. Side B. Side B is so oppressive. Not able to punish that F smash. Oh, the F smash not quite enough to kill yet, but definitely another one of those is definitely gonna kill. And that's gonna get the kill. Yep. Neutral B gonna really intercept that side B. 109% though on Cloud. That was a very close match. Putting Post down to 6 stocks. And Assumption down to 4. 2-stock lead for Post still. Really good start for the season for applesauce. Really putting a lot of work. Getting 6 stocks in their first match. Now, next up for Post is going to be Wildfire, who is a Piranha Plant player. Going to be a very interesting matchup. I feel like Cloud definitely takes this matchup, but Plant, a lot of people, I feel like, underestimate Plant for what Plant is, just because Plant is a very awkward character, but Patui alone is super strong on Plant, and Plant does have some really funky movement options a lot of the time. Back air super strong. Nair is actually not that bad. It's a multi-hit. It tends to be a little weaker, but it's actually you can work off of it and do follow-ups off of it. Cloud as a character does tend to benefit from stages like Battlefield, as many platforms as possible. That up B can escape to Battlefield pretty well. Also, Cloud likes players being above him because up air is so strong. Cloud likes to juggle with up air. So if your opponent is standing on a platform and you can catch them jumping off that platform, it is a very strong option. But Cloud, again, is a very versatile character, can work on a variety of stages. Though, with Piranha Plant in mind, honestly, I think you should go for as flat a stage as possible against Cloud. Because Piranha Plant can do some Patooey shenanigans. And on a flat stage, I think Patooey is even stronger. Just of what it can necessitate a bit. Plant does have some combos off of up air, and especially like falling up air and whatnot. But I think if you are able to be close to your opponent, Patooey is all the better. So I would probably aim for stages like Final Destination, Smashville, Hollow Bastion, things that are that smart. Or if you have the DLC, go to Frisco stage. The Frisco stage is the greatest stage in the game. I just think that if you go to Battlefield, you are giving Cloud a lot of options to not have to directly interact with you 100% of the time. It's a lot more of an excuse for him to jump around because he's a bit safer up there. And Plant doesn't have the best mobility options compared to Cloud. It's a little harder to punish. Though you can get the occasional up air on him if he jumps off platform. And up air, you know, it's a weak move, but it's a good, you know, it can follow up into itself sometimes. It's not that, it's a useful tool. But I think having the ability to be close to Cloud tends to be best. Especially in this case. Granted, Cloud does like those close quarters deals, but that's kind of the point. You want Cloud to try and engage you and use things like Patooey or Poison Cloud to get decent enough punishes off. So they banned FD, Kalos, and Smashville. So I think I'm right on the money for this. They banned FD, Smashville, and Kalos. So 2 of the 3 stages that I suggested you bring Cloud to, but that leaves Hollow Bastion open. I think, and Cloud can make advantage of the Hollow Bastion middle platform. He can, but I think Plant makes even better advantage out of it in this case. I think Hollow Bastion would be the pick here. And we will see what Post picked. Let's take a look. Plant versus Cloud. Town and City. You know what? This isn't a bad pick either. Because this stage 50% of the time is FD. The only thing is it tends to be a little wider than, you know, I think, especially in these kind of platform setups where you have like this tri-platform, it's a little harder for Plant. Cloud can kind of be the escape through all these options and get these punishes going, as we're kind of seeing a little bit. But this is fine, even percents right now. I think especially once the stage turns to FD, you're gonna find that Plant is going to have a bit better of a time. Side B. 109, 39%, 59, 53% rather. I can't do math. Oh, rolling in, going to get caught by the neutral B. Getting punished on the cross lock right now. Jumping over again. Nice roll back. Going for the up throw. Ooh, nice catch with a Patooey. Oh my god! Catching the roll-in on the platform, I like it. Very good Patooey work. Solidifying the kill. That was crazy. Only a few really good interactions right there really saved that match. It was evened out early, but then there was just like an onslaught of punishes against Wildfire. It was looking pretty grim, and then all of a sudden, a couple good interactions later, and it just turns around. That's why, ultimately, this game is a game of stocks. It's not a game of percentages. It's a game of stocks. So really good to see. That's going to be putting Post up an entire 3 stocks again. Really good stuff coming out from Wildfire. So now comes the counter picks. And now, Wildfire really needs to consider this from a more generalized perspective now. What works best for Plant? Probably a dual, in general, probably a dual plat. I don't think Battlefield is a great stage for Plant. That top platform doesn't really give them a whole ton. Probably want something a bit smaller, a bit flatter in some ways. Looking at the stage list, probably still going to benefit the most from Smashville, Final Destination, and Hollow Bastion, I would say. I still kind of maintain that. But Plant can also do very well in Pokemon Stadium 2. Kalos Pokemon League, I feel like they can do decent. But the top platform, the side platforms probably make things a little bit more awkward because they're a little higher up off the ground. Where you kind of want a low platform with Plant. You want something a bit closer to like Small Battlefield, Smashville, those platforms that are more accessible to you than those side platforms. And you kind of want to approach it from a more generalized perspective, so I probably would say one of the smaller stages for Plant, Smashville, Hollow Bastion, and if those aren't available, Final Destination, something like that. In our case, Plant banned Battlefield, FD, and Hollow. So they're feeling a little different than me. They banned Final Destination, Hollow Bastion, and Battlefield. They're feeling a little different than me, which is fine. People have their disagreements. So that is going to leave Smashville, Small Battlefield, Pokemon Stadium 2, Town and City, and Kalos. I would just say be careful on certain stages like Kalos. Like Kalos can still work well, but those side platforms, I feel like characters can really take advantage of how you interact with those against Plant. But we will see. Now, the next player and the final player for Assumption for this round is Snowball. Let's see what Snowball comes in with this. Oh. And let's see, what did they pick? King K. Rool. Ooh, that is a snowball of a character. I think Plant does well against K. Rool. The only thing is Crown is going to get in the way of Plant setting up Patui in a lot of ways. Crown is probably the biggest thing that you really need to deal with. But I think once you have Patui going, it can go through Belly Armor a decent amount of chunk. Ooh, throw it up air. Ooh! We're getting the read when just going with Patui. Oh my god. The Belly Armor is going to hit that F smash. Going for the back throw, though. Off stage. Oh my god. Patui lingers, man. That thing lingers for so long. Oh, effect. No, the roll in with the up, tilted ups forward smash. Oh, down air. And the Crown is going to power right through it. That armor is doing a lot of work right now against Plant. Oh my, oh, he got spiked down into the stage. That was so funny. Because you can spike, that up smash, you can actually spike people off the stage, but Plant was just enough on the stage where it didn't matter. Ooh, that's going to do a lot of damage. Back air? No back air for that. Gonna pick up Crown. Ooh, I love when players pick up Crown. 88% though. That's a good chunk of damage on K. Rool. Yeah, Patui doing so much work. And up smash. Oh, sorry, not up smash. Oh yeah, that was up smash. Getting the kill. Putting Assumption down to their last stock for this round. Nah, which will be... That's a good chunk of damage, but gonna power right through it with belly armor. Ooh, miss. How did that miss? There's been a lot of punishes with up throw Patui. Ooh, reflecting Patui. Oh, I forgot to consider that. Oh, jeez. Oh, my. Throw. Yep. Gonna catch the jump. Yeah, and the up smash with 2 stocks in the lead. Post gets the first win of this match. Of this game, rather. So now Post is 1-0 over Assumption, and we go back to the start. Because remember, this is best 2 of 3 Post Eagles. Got 12. And now we're up to 12 again. So now we are at the top of the order. Everybody's back in the game. 12 stocks per team. 3 stocks for every 4 players. And now we go back to the start of the order. So again, our friend, the stage list. This is the first match of the round. This is the first match of the round. So, we have access to starters only. We only have access to starters. And Post, because they won, they get to ban stages first. Then, the other team bans. And then Post picks the remaining stage to play on. So, in this case, let's see who Post is going to be sending in at the start right now. And for this game too, it's going to be Eevee, RandomEevee, on Mii Swordfighter, most likely. Now, Mii Swordfighter does have a lot of potential when it comes to killing off of things like up B and whatnot. I feel like Mii Swordfighter does benefit from either a flat stage to get follow-ups off of Gale Strike or a dual plat. Just because when Mii Swordfighter, how Gale Strike kind of works is if you're on a platform, the projectile descends. It covers a bit more area in general, and then you can get follow-ups off of that. But you can also Shark for kills off of those platforms as well. So either a flat stage or a dual plat, I would say, of some sort. In this case, you could do Small Battlefield as a dual plat or Pokemon Stadium 2. You could make Kalos Pokemon League work, I guess, but I feel like if you do Hollow Bastion or Smashville as Mii Swordfighter, you got to go for a slightly different strategy, because you could use Gale Strike as an edge guarding tool in that way, and then get follow-ups off of that. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess you could make Battlefield work too. Just you don't really make use of that top platform. You just kind of ignore it. But again, I'm not a big fan of letting a platform that you can't take advantage of just kind of sitting around for your opponent to utilize. So, but then again, that's really something you take into account if your opponent can use that top platform or not. In this case, it's a little hard, especially when it's when you're going into the first round. So you could do that too. The only problem is Mii Swordfighter does suffer from mobility issues. Mii Swordfighter is a very slow character, so I would recommend avoiding in general Pokemon Stadium 2. It is a big stage. You can make it work because it is a dual plat, but it's big. Just trying to do Small Battlefield instead. Probably would avoid Kalos a little bit. Again, dual plat. You can make those platforms work. It's a little big though. I don't know how I feel about that. Again, no, it's tough because these stages all depend on who you're playing, and sometimes you just don't know. In these crew battle situations, you just don't know who you're playing. You really don't. You have to make guesses. You have to make educated guesses if you have experience against these other players. Me, on the other hand, I just play Banjo and go brrrr, eggs for days. I don't have to think. I throw out eggs and I poop eggs, and that's all I do with my character. Gotta love it. Banjo privilege. I'm still very curious at who Assumption is going to be sending out for this right now. Now, because here's the thing. You can go back through the previous swath of players and say, oh, I know one of these players played Corrin. Do I think that they're going to send out Corrin first? We just played K. Rool. Do you think they're going to send out K. Rool as a start now, since it might not have went the way they hopefully wanted it to go? Still a little tough because it's such a wide variety of characters. I believe it was Corrin, K. Rool, Roy, and I forget the last character. Who was the last character? I should probably write this stuff down. I forgot already. I'm pretty sure it was the character before K. Rool. Oh, it's Cloud. It was Cloud. So if you think about it like that, Roy and Cloud are very similar archetypes. So in that case, if you think that, okay, well, there's certain chances that I'm going to run into Cloud / Roy, you know, they tend to like the same stages a lot. So if you could come to it from a theory of like, oh, I'm going to make it so that I'm going to ban Battlefield, because I know both of those characters make use of that top platform decently well, and I can't really. That's one way to approach it. You could also say, well, Cloud's very mobile, so is Roy. I'm going to have a tough time keeping up with them. You know, Evil, I don't know if I would go to a small stage. Roy really likes small stages in general. If he's up in his opponent's face, he's eating well tonight. And plus those smaller sides on those stages. Though you could say, oh, I'm going to get rid of Town and City because I know Roy can get some pretty early kills off of that stage. And I might also get rid of Smashville. Actually, I would say get rid of, against Roy specifically too, get rid of Smashville. Get rid of Hollow Bastion. Because those sides are probably going to do decently well against Mii Swordfighter. Yeah, it's probably how I would approach it. Because you don't know who you're going to start with, so go based on archetypes and what your opponent is playing. Still don't know who they are sending in. Surprise! They're sending me in. It's my time to shine. Let's go! Banjo's ready to go. Could be Lustrous again. I mean, they've all been playing under Lustrous, but... I definitely think that Assumption needs to switch it up somehow. Especially when it comes to Sora. when it comes to Applesauce's Sora, they seem to struggle a bit. So they need an answer to that, or they need to switch up what character plays who. I'm not quite sure what the holdup is right now. Everyone's really debating on these stages, I guess. One moment. Yeah, I am just not quite sure what the holdup is. I might need to jump in and do a match, so that way the arena doesn't time out. Because in Smash, the arena can time out, where if there isn't a match going on, it will close out said arena. So I don't know what's happening, but I might try and start a match. I don't know though. I might try and start one just to say we did. I don't know if they're gonna get mad at me though. I'm gonna try and start one just so the arena doesn't time out. I don't know if they're gonna get mad at me though. Okay, there we go. So it looks like we're getting some progress on the stage picks right now. There we go. I am still not sure what's happening with the stage picks. So the next player for the other team is Lustrous, and I believe Lustrous before was the Corrin player. So, yep. Hi, Box Mom. Yeah, round 2 is just starting right now. And right now, it is going to be Eevee versus Lustrous. Right now, Post is up 1-0 over Assumption. And going to be Corrin versus Mii Swordfighter. And I do think that Mii Swordfighter, in this case, unless Lustrous decides to change... No! I knew it! So what happens is, if you don't play a match in an arena long enough, the arena gets shut down. And I was afraid that was going to happen. Oh no. I guess we'll find out what the arena code is. But in either case, it's going to be Corrin versus Mii Swordfighter, more than likely. Unless the Lustrous decides to do a counter pick of some sort. I don't know, though. We're going to find out. I do think this works out well for Eevee in a certain way. I think it will be a lot more even than if it was Roy or Cloud, because Corrin does have movement options, is very nimble in some ways, but not in the sense of like pure movement speed. And I think Mii Swordfighter can compete with that in some ways. Again, this game is very what's the word I'm looking for? Balanced in a lot of ways. A lot of characters in general just really can fight anybody. It really, characters can be strong in this game. There's no character that's like of utmost can't stand up to anybody else. But I think Mii Swordfighter in this case will be able to keep up with Corrin in a lot of ways, be able to swing their own hitboxes, compete with things like Gale Strike in order to snuff out things like Corrin's Neutral B or Pin and things of that sort. You can allow to stay a little bit farther away from Corrin than, say, with other characters. So maybe in that case, maybe it'd be better for Mii Swordfighter to go for a bigger stage, so that way Gale Strike has a bigger chance of hitting, because Corrin, in some ways, might not be able to keep up to get around. You have to time it well, though. I think Corrin is more capable of, dealing with Mii Swordfighter, but you got to pick your battles. Okay. And I gotta switch the screen for a second so you do not see this code. We're just talking right now. I need to put this post in. Shoot. There we go. And there we go. We're back. All right, let's get these picks going. I'm gonna pick a stage too. Why not? Everyone else is picking stage. I pick random. I felt left out.
Ready?
Oh no! They started too early. Why is it a random? Are we doing a lag test again? I think we're doing a lag test again. Lag test.
Ready?
Wait. Why isn't Eevee a part of the lag test? I don't know. Richter. I like Richter. So again, this is a lag test. This is not a match right now. We're just kind of working out the situation with the match, the arena, seeing if everything is copacetic. Looks like everything's good. And if that's the case, they're good to go. Game!
Sora wins!
So now let's pick the actual stage for the actual game. And here we go. They forgot to switch off random. Are they trying to do another lag test? They might be trying to do another lag test. This time with Eevee. I don't... There we go. Another lag test.
Give it your all.
I want a third lag test. Give it to me now. Inject it into my veins now. Give me that third lag test. I need it. I need it so bad. So now, let's go. Corrin versus Mii Swordfighter. Finally. Ready to go, everybody. Ready to go. Oh, and I love it. I love Final Fantasy VII music. Ooh, trying to get the follow-up on Gale Strike. Not able to get it, though. Back hit. From there, gonna get the cross-up. Trying to get poke with the down tilt. I really like the down tilt poke, but not able to get the follow-up on anything. Fair to catch that missed tech. Ooh, I thought they were gonna hit that F smash. Ooh, trying to get the nair out, but it gets snuffed out by down air. Ooh, air dodge to the bit. Oh, counter's gonna get the good pop up. 70%, 95% on Corrin right now. Lustrous is feeling the heat. Gonna be jumping. Yep. See, really good fair. Catching that jump with fair is so good. Side B. Good job shielding. Avoiding pin. And not able to... Oh, that could have been an up air, though. Oh, my God. Not able to get the follow-up off side B. Gale Strike again. Oh, good follow-up. So good, Eevee. So good. So good. Gale Strike into up air is so strong. Cross up, Nair, into the Mistech side B to catch the roll out. Gonna hit roll in though. Up air, gonna go for the juggles. Really good counter to prevent any more of those up airs. Gonna follow throughs. Down here, gonna get the back off. Back air. Good follow up. Oh, a little too late with the up air. Here it goes. There's the up air. So good. Another kill confirmed. Eevee is doing so good with Mii Swordfighter right now. Good job, Eevee. Oh my god. Just putting on the pressure. 101% on Eevee. It's not enough to get the kill on that counter, though. 31% on Corrin. I really like how Eevee did not use her jump there, but instead uses the counter. Save your resources. Gonna get the follow-up on up air. Not quite yet. Ooh, F smash. Is that gonna do it? Wow, that did it. That's a 3-stock for Eevee. Whoa. Good job, Eevee. Oh my. That was awesome. Wow, 3-stock for Eevee, putting Assumption down to 9. Really good start for Eevee this season. Oh, man. That's awesome. Oh, my God. I'm like like the kill confirms were so good that match. I'm like freaking out a little bit. That was awesome. There's so many 3-stocks happening right now for a post. I'm so excited right now. I'm sorry. I'm like a little silent right now. I'm just so excited that so many 3-stocks are happening for post right now. Post is doing so good. My God. 3-stock lead for post right now. Again, this is best 2 out of 3, and post is up 1-0 over Assumption right now. So, and again, here comes our best friend, the stage list. And again, I'm the DLC. So now that the first match of that round passed, we now have counter picks available as well. So, considering that Eevee is Mii Swordfighter, and as I said before, Mii Swordfighter isn't the most mobile character, but we could see those kill confirms come into play. And we saw the platform usage with Gale Strike and how Gale Strike comes down off the platform. It does decently well. I think a dual plat works well, but in general, smaller stages is probably going to work well for Mii Swordfighter, not having to necessarily navigate characters that are faster. So I'd probably get rid of stages like, I guess Kalos Pokemon League. I get rid of Kalos. I would venture to say, even though it worked well for Eevee there, I would get rid of Battlefield. That top platform isn't really something that Eevee is going to be using as Mii Swordfighter a ton. But I don't know. I think you get rid of Town and City. I think you get rid of Final Destination. You can make those stages work with Gale Strike, but I think having a platform gives you a good enough cover. So I'd probably get rid of Kalos, Town and City. And if you really want to keep Battlefield open, then keep Final Destination. Get rid of Final Destination, I would say. Town and City, Kalos Pokemon League, Final Destination, get rid of those in a more general sense, and let your opponent figure out the rest from there. Granted, Smashville and Hollow Bastion, you're probably a little exposed, but you can probably still get some really decent follow-ups from there. So the next player is Snowball, which is going to be K. Rool. Ooh. That's a tough one. And here's the reason why that's a tough one. K. Rool is not very mobile himself. which you can take advantage of as Mii Swordfighter. You can with projectiles and whatnot. But if he's not mobile, he doesn't really give. He doesn't really care how mobile you are in that way. If you're not mobile either, he doesn't really care. If anything, it works to his advantage because he's very heavy. And Smashville and Hollow Bastion are two of K. Rool's best stages. I don't know necessarily how the striking works and when it comes to the order, but if you know the character first before the striking, then you ban Smashville and you ban Hollow Bastion. Those two stages are very good for K. Rool because that middle platform, K. Rool gets a lot of kills with up air. His up air is super strong, and those platforms are so good at giving K. Rool the ability to get from place to place and get an up air. Because those middle platforms take up so much of the stage. It gives him a good advantage on stage coverage. It just does. And so it just works well for him. Plus, he can throw Crown the entirety of the stage because they're so small. And Crown really works to K. Rool's advantage. So I hope Eevee banned Smashville and Hollow Bastion with that information, but at the same time, they might not know. We banned Hollow, Town, and Smashville. So good. Next play for them is Snowball. Yep, it's okay from last game. So they banned all the stages that that K. Rool would really shine on. So that's good. That's good. That is very good. I am going to guess that they picked Battlefield. Oh, okay. I guess that works for them too. I do think though that this works a lot better for Eevee than K. Rool. I think so. I'm glad that there wasn't a ban based off generalities. It would have been a little tough. We're already getting some really good follow-ups. K. Rool is going to be so heavy, going to be staying in combo range a lot longer. It means Eevee's going to be able to confirm a lot longer with Gale Strike. Up air. Oh, up air again. We're kind of seeing the up air situation here. What? What percent was that? Oh my god. I don't know what percent that was. That was so early. That was crazy. I'm sorry, that counter was so strong. 48% right now, 61 on Eevee. Right now, just kind of seeing options being thrown out. Belly Armor is going to go right, cover right through that F smash. Oh, the back hit of Crown going to send right after. You got to be very careful about back hit of Crown because K. Rool can get some really good follow-ups from that. B. F-tilt, gonna get the pop off. Catching land is getting a Gale Strike, but the counter is gonna send it right on back. Ooh, the counter was such a good play. Ooh, good fair. Gonna go right. Oh, it's gonna avoid Belly Armor altogether. I really like how they're holding the F smash. Oh, the down smash rather. What happened? Oh, I think he meant to do up B and he did blunderbuss instead. And F smash is gonna finally get a stock on Eevee. Eevee with 5 stocks today. Oh no! Don't do side B again. Yeah, you gotta recover high. You gotta watch out for these projectiles. Down air. Good grab. Well, grab returned in kind, though. Oh, good follow-up on Wilren, on the Gale. Oh, not able to get the up air. Oh, get the up air. Good fair. That's okay. Fair. I'll accept fair. Oh no, the up smash. I knew he was really trying to fish with that up smash. Side B is not quite enough. Yeah, the fair's gonna do it. Yeah, look at Eevee go with 6 stocks under her belt. That is awesome. Assumption down to 6 stocks. And Post is down to 10. Wow. This is awesome. Good stuff coming out from Eevee. So that leaves, if we're going to go off the players and their characters, that's leaving Cloud and Roy. If it's Cloud and Roy, I would probably advise banning a bit differently. Personally. If it really is if you really are fighting up against Cloud or Roy, well, would I? If it was Cloud, oh god. The thing is, here's the thing. Roy kills really early off the side with side B. So, if you didn't think you're coming up against Roy, I would ban Hollow Bastion. I would ban Smashville. I would probably also ban Final Destination. But if you're fighting Cloud, Cloud has a little bit of a tougher time killing off the side. He likes to kill off the top a bit more, with things like up smash and his juggles, and side B. The angle side B sends at when it kills is a bit higher. It's not off the side so much. So if that was the case, for killing off the top, you want... I don't know. Maybe I would ban Smashville Hollow Bastion for Cloud as well. But I guess I would, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'd probably do the same ban. Smashville, Hollow Bastion, Final Destination. Call it a day. Don't overthink it like I'm trying to do. Yep. So board keys coming in as the Cloud. Oh, the next player is Non. Okay. So, never mind. So right now, everyone has access to John's Discord, and they're typing messages from John to me. Oh, we got a Lucina player. Oh, it's going to be Lucina this time. I don't know what the bands were. If it's Lucina... same bands. Let's not think about it. Let's go Battlefield. Eevee's on a roll on Battlefield. Let's just keep it going.
Come at me. Come at me. Come at me. Come at me.
And here we go.
Come at me.
All right, let's go. Gonna catch the jump again with fair. Yep, jumping out of disadvantage. They got hit. They jump out of disadvantage. So Eevee can take advantage of that with fair pretty easily. Side B. Oh, they know Eevee likes to use side B. They're trying to catch that. Oh, catching that landing with F smash actually. Eevee's got to be a bit careful. Punishing side B. Well, she wasn't expecting them to fall into that. Already 90%, 103. Oh no, no, oh no, Eevee did not drift to the left enough, and that's an early stock. That's unfortunate. But still, Eevee made a large lead for post. Eagles down to 9. 3 stock lead for post still. Eevee did so good. That was awesome. So now next is going to be Astroboost. Oh, really? We're getting Astroboost next? Interesting. So right now, Astro plays Incineroar. Incineroar is a very interesting character in this game. Incineroar loves small stages because he is very immobile, and he likes being right in his opponent's face a lot of time because he's a grappler. He likes to grab. Incineroar has one of the best move sets in the game. Incredibly strong character, really good frame data, but he is so immobile that it really drags him down in general. And his recovery is pretty mediocre. It's not that great. So he needs to work a lot to make sure he does not get hit. Because when he gets hit, it's a bad time for him. He has bad disadvantage. But when he's in neutral and in advantage state, oh my, Incineroar does so well. So with things like side B2, he really likes it. He likes having a platform that's low to the ground so that he can take advantage of it against his opponent, because they might shield on platform and they can grab him. So generally, Incineroar really wants Hollow Bastion open, really wants Smashville open, really wants a stage like Small Battlefield. Doesn't do great on Pokemon Stadium 2, though he can take advantage of those two platforms on Pokemon Stadium 2. It's just Pokemon Stadium 2 is a really big stage, and Incineroar has to work a lot to catch up to his opponent. So you can also make Battlefield work, but you're not going to do a ton with that top platform either. Again, you're more than likely going to want to try and go to Hollow Bastion, Smashville, Small Battlefield, and that's really it. You can make Final Destination work. You can, but you also are at a disadvantage in some ways, because let's say it's a projectile character. Oh my god. Very hard to avoid projectiles because you tend to have to jump over them at a certain point. Again, you can make it work, but you still want a small stage. And so, going against Lucina right now, you definitely want that small stage. Lucina has a very mobile character, a little floaty, but very mobile in general. You want to keep them as close as possible, because Lucina is just going to want to keep you at mid-distance at the tip of her blade. So, there's not really a point to try and keep distance from Lucina. You really want to get in her face. You have the better frame data. Sure, you have to avoid getting swiped with that disjoint with the sword, but you kind of want to get in and smack Lucina a bit. So the opposing team banned Kalos, Final Destination, and Hollow Bastion, leaving Smashville open. Take Smashville, take Smashville, take Smashville, please take Smashville, please Astro, take Smashville. Maybe Astro disagrees with me, maybe Astro is a very different player, but I feel like Smashville would be so good right now if that's open. Yes! We're going Smashville, baby! Just as the makers intended. And here we go. Green Kitty. I like Green Kitty. That's the skin I always play as in Incineroar. Green Kitty. Here we go. Oh, good grab. Into neutral B. I love it. Big damage. Up airs for the chain. Oop. Oh, I love the double jump fade. There we go. Side B, 83%. Real quick damage. tilt, really good. Trying to catch the landing with up air, not able to hit that though. Back throw is going to be really nice. Ooh, and the F tilt going to catch that landing right there. 13%. Astro is putting a lot of work right now. Neutral air. Good job recovering low, going right to the platform. I love these neutral Bs. Side B, going to hit off stage, 57%. That was a really low recovery. Back throw. Really good advantage state right now. Catching all of these ledge trappings right now. Oh, I love that attempt though for the counter. Sit down throw into neutral B. I love that combo so much. Side B. Really got good job holding onto your resources. I want to do dittos. I want to do Incineroar dittos with Astro. This just looks so much fun. Back air. Pop off the top, 88%. Just on a roll. Astro is so on a roll. Another 3-stock for post. This is incredible. Assumption down to their last 3 stocks right now. They're down to their last player. And assuming it is going to be Roy. My assumption for Assumption is they're sending in Roy. I think that's a safe bet. And if they are sending in Roy, that's not that bad. It's one of those things where both characters really want to be in your face, so why not have a slugfest? Why not just go and just have that slugfest? Now, assuming it is Roy, let's go back to our handy-dandy stage list. Assuming it is Roy, Roy's going to want a lot of the same stages as Incineroar in a lot of ways. He would want Smashville. He would want Hollow Bastion. Though, beyond that, and Roy can also do well on Battlefield. He can do well on any stage because he's so mobile. He can make up for any shortcomings that he has just by moving around a lot. But when you're Incineroar, you don't care because you can kill so early off the sides. You might go to the stage that works well for your opponent too, and you're just like, I don't care. It's my stage. I'm gonna take it. So if they leave Smashville and Hollow Bastion open, let's go. Oh, we're getting Cloud instead, so this might be different. We might get a very different setup right here. Okamo. This player is called Okamo.
Go!
And with Battlefield, this stage definitely benefits Cloud a bit more. That middle platform can be used by Cloud to decent effect. And Astro's gonna have to work a little bit more to like get around. F tilt. Ooh, trying to go for the cheeky early kill. Not going to work, though. Oh, and that's dead. That's dead. That's why it's so... You have to hold on to so many of your resources. And this is the first time we're really seeing a player tonight really trying to contest people off stage. And it's already coming to great effect. Grabs a grab. Yep, in the back air. Trying to cover the ground with neutral B. with revenge. Here we go. Oh, side B gonna catch that though. And here's the problem. Cloud is now definitely playing a bit more distance-oriented to keep Incineroar away. And Incineroar, it does tend to suffer with that, but it doesn't really matter. Eventually, Incineroar will get in, eventually, and he'll just take advantage of your lack of resources. Look at this Incineroar shuffle around. Look at him, he's a king. Side B, 71% already, going off the side. And a low recovery. And that's it. You know, we take those. It's an unfortunate low recovery, but we 100% take those. And that puts Post Eagles up 2-0 over Assumption. Eagles takes their first game of the season with ECAC. What a strong start for Post already this year. This is a fantastic. I'm so happy to see it. We saw a lot of 3-stocks tonight. We saw a lot of kill confirms coming out of Eevee. And oh my, seriously, there were so many MVP moments from tonight. Like, so awesome to see. One, players improving. Also, to see applesauce come out with Sora and do so well with them, that was really, really nice to see. Really nice to see tonight. Everybody did super well tonight. Really happy to see it. I'm so excited to be having another season with Post. It's been really fantastic already, and I'm hoping to see more of it. So, guys, thank you again for coming out tonight. My name is Frisco, and I'm happy to be back doing commentary for Post for Smash. It's been a while since I played Smash, so it's really nice to come back to it. It was really nice playing some matches today. It was super exciting. But yeah, we'll be seeing you guys again soon. I believe there's going to be another Post match on Friday. I will not be commentating that, so John is probably going to be commentating that. But expect another match this Friday. Let me tell you when. I think I have that. Let's see. So this Friday, October 3rd, there is a match at 6 p.m. versus Dominican. So this Friday at 6 p.m. It's for more Smash. And again, thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you guys soon. Have a good one. Adios. Bye-bye.